Hi, I'm Erin from the Sue Spargo web team, and welcome to our Know Your Needles lesson. All Sue Spargo needles and eleganza cotton threads are color-coded so that you always know which needle to use. The core of our eleganza spools are a different color based on the weight of the thread. So number 8 eleganza is green, number 5 is purple, and number 3 is blue. These colors correlate with the colors of our needle tubes, so there's no need to ever wonder what needle to use. If you're using number 8 eleganza with the green spool, you'll be using a needle from the green tube. So either a number 24 chenille, a number 3 milliners, or a number 24 tapestry. If you're using a number 5 eleganza with the purple spool, you'll be using a needle from a purple tube, a number 1 milliners, or you'll be using a needle from an ombre purple and blue tube, so number 18 chenille needle, or number 20 tapestry needles. Those are both in the ombre tubes and they work for both the number 5 eleganza and the number 3 eleganza with the blue spool. Lastly, the number 15 milliners comes in a solid blue tube and they work with the number 3 eleganza with the blue spool. Let's learn a little bit more about the different types of needles mentioned: chenille, milliners, and tapestry. First, we have the chenille needles. These needles are used for any embroidery stitch other than wrapped and cast on stitches, and they have a sharp point and a long oval eye. The number 24 chenille needle is used very often in Sue Spargo patterns. In fact, if a needle is not specified, it means you'll be using a number 24 chenille. Milliner's needles are longer with a sharp point and round eye. They're used for all wrapped and cast on stitches, for example, a bullion knot or a drizzle stitch. The needle shaft and eye are the same width, which makes it easy to pull the needle through the wrapped threads. Tapestry needles have a blunt tip and are used for woven stitches like a trellis stitch or an open buttonhole filler stitch. You might notice that all of Sue's needles have a gold eye. This is a super helpful feature that makes the eye of Sue's needles easier to see and therefore easier to thread. And here's something else that's super helpful. Page 10 and 11 of Sue's Creative Stitching book is all about needles. And if you ever happen to pick up a needle and you aren't sure how to identify it, you can actually lay the needle on top of the true to size images to help identify it. Another cool thing about our color coding system is we have extended it to include thread ID stickers paired with thread winders. You can now wrap your thread knowing you can easily match the correct needle to the green, purple, or blue colored border of the sticker. If you're curious what needles you should use with threads other than our color-coded eleganza, we have added a tab with the recommended needles for each of our thread pages on our website. To locate them, simply click on Needles. Thank you so much for joining us for this lesson on needles. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something new.